You excited, my Bruta? Oh, that's right. Just to kind of prep you this is all going to explode in about 2 seconds while I'm in the middle of saying something, but The Lion King is his fucking jam. The Lion King...
Yeah! What up, everybody? It's M1 X, aka Next, so you can just call me X, but it's your boy. Yeah, your boy. Woo-hoo. And this little motherfucker right here is...
A simple man of simple pleasures, otherwise known as the Moose King, but that's just me, and we are the Dust Budnies.
Huh?
And he's a little excited to get into it, so we're just going to jump right in this.
My favorite!
Woo!
Let's see.
Life's not fair, is it, my little friend? While some are born to feast, others spend their lives in the dark.
That's Scar.
That's Scar. And we got the hyenas officially, that's a plus.
Begging for scraps.
He looks menacing, which I like. I'm glad they
And
kept
he
that.
looks small compared to Mufasa.
Which is,
Everything
yeah,
you
supposed to be
see
the case.
And they gave
Exists
him a
together
realistic
in a
dark
delicate
film.
balance.
Hey!
Zazu!
While
Zazu!
others search for what they can take, a true king searches for what he can give.
2 days
Run
before
away,
my birthday?
Simba, and never return. You must take your place in the circle of life.
There we go! Yeah! There we go! Finally getting to hear them. That's a nice thing right there.
And you could tell that Seth Rogen. Listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
the Wimbo.
Yeah, it's got his...
Watch.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah, hell yeah, man! Okay! Okay!
And I love how all the animals look realistic.
Yeah! No, brother, by all means, right into it. This is all you. Go for it. What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
Okay, they gave Scar, instead of him making him like brown, dark brown and all that,
Yeah.
they gave him the pale brown.
Yeah, and you see
know,
how
like-
skinny he is, like you were saying.
Yeah, like he's rugged.
Yeah.
you know? And what I love in this scene, if you look closely, you could see animal characteristics like
Yeah, the ear twitching. Yeah, that's the first thing I fucking noticed, man.
When I saw it, I was like, damn, that was cool.
That attention to detail.
You know, his scar's pretty cool. I mean, you could barely see it in this shot, but
Right, yeah, you're talking right here, right? On his
Yeah.
eye? Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot less apparent this time around.
honestly, I like the scar they gave on Shere Khan.
Ah, yes.
In Jungle Book better than the scar here, but fuck
Right.
it. It's still Scar, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if you look at his color tone compared to Mufasa's, look at
Oh,
that.
Mufasa's like straight out of that fucking that Lion Pictures thing.
Like he's his,
Golden,
his,
man.
Yeah, his coat is red.
Yeah. Oh God,
you know,
yeah.
You know, so they gave Scar more of the tannish, rugged lion look, where they gave Mufasa that golden remember look.
Oh God,
you
yeah.
know?
Absolutely, fucking absolutely, man.
I just love the fact that they all actually look like real animals.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I mean?
Do you think with the nature of trying to keep it realistic, do you think
Others
that's going to
spend
kind of
their
hinder the
lives in
animation potential?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. If Jungle Book is any indication,
True.
it's the same director, so
True.
he's in charge of of making sure that all the stuff looks realistic and everything.
Yeah.
And if he was able to do that with Jungle Book,
And Shao Kahn was very intimidating,
very
even from a voicing standpoint, but also
Idris
animation.
Elba, bro.
Yeah, it's Idris Elba, right? You can't go fucking wrong with that man.
bro.
Oh God, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think Scar looks good. Now the Simba thing, Simba looks good too.
Yeah, no, Simba looks like a little cub, man.
Simba and Nala, it's hard to tell who's who
I know, right?
right now.
But I'm pretty sure that's Simba, and I'm pretty sure that's Nala.
Nala,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
And then the hyenas look like actual hyenas.
Which is a very interesting thing.
You can't really tell them too much apart.
Yeah,
at least from what I'm seeing right now.
If you even notice in consistency with Scar, given that they are part of the Outlands, right? You can tell they look a little more bony, a little more thinner. You know what I mean? Like they're scavengers kind of thing. Their fur's patchy and things like that.
But that's what I like. Look at the bones. It's already giving you the scavenger feel.
Yeah, like Mammoth Graveyard, man. We're the Mammoth fucking Graveyard.
That's the only thing I was sad about. From when it looked like they were walking into it, didn't look like a Mammoth Graveyard.
No? What do you think we're walking into?
Elephant Graveyard.
Elephant Graveyard, thank you.
Go all the way to the beginning where they start. Look, where's the elephant skull? We
got carcasses.
But I want the elephant skull.
Right. You want that scene in the elephant skull?
That is symbolic.
It is, but you also got to remember, like, that skull would have to be a huge fucking skull, man. You know what I mean? I mean, elephants are pretty big, but for big enough to be, 3 full-grown hyenas and 2 cubs to be inside and a full-grown lion to be inside, you know what I mean? Like, that's a fucking huge-ass fucking
Grandmaster
skull,
Elder Elephant.
Right?
I was there before you.
Right? Before time was time.
While some are born.
There you go. Look at that little kitty face. You got a little kitty face.
Now, Rafiki.
Yeah, you know what's interesting that I noticed about Rafiki? He's got the most. I like that this kind of shows to kind of reinforce your point. There's a lot of emotion in the eyes, which I think is where they're gonna put most of their focus. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have a lot of close-up shots like this, and I think it's good that with Rafiki it kind of reinforces the point of we might not have to worry about lack of facial expression because we can translate it through the eyes and the upper forehead.
Because too much facial expression is bad for movies. We've seen it with these animations.
It'll break the realism, absolutely.
But just again, using Jungle Book as a reference, I think they'll do fine. I think they'll do perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Now,
where do you want to go?
Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, this whole bit where they're walking.
That is pretty fucking cool.
It is, and it's an iconic fucking scene too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go that quickly, but
no, I hope not because it looks like they're singing for sure. You know what I mean? But it's just, is it just me or does it just kind of look like they're just kind of walking? You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of like they're just walking and singing. Like you remember how in the original when they were going across the log and that whole scene transition was like da da da, and they're all like expressive and shit like that.
But we'll have to wait to see how it goes. I think this was just to show us the transition of Simba from cub to like they did in the movie.
Yeah, but look at their mouths though. It looks like they're actually singing something.
Yeah, but here's my thing. It's not gonna be too realistic if you have them. It's hard to animate that on an animal,
right?
Especially given that it's not a cartoon. You have to be realistic about their neck movements. And shit too.
But how do you translate that expressionism then? You know what I mean? Because you don't want to lose that degree of expression.
No, of course not. But I mean, look. Here's a perfect example of why I'm not worried.
Okay.
Go to the end, where they're singing. Look at Pumbaa and Timon especially.
Right, yeah, like Timon's all moving and happy and like crazy. Pumbaa's pretty stagnant, but
that's because again, a meerkat can move like that, whereas a warthog and a lion probably couldn't.
But don't you think that'd be the point maybe where they could stretch the realism a bit? No, do you think they're really adhering to the realism here?
It would take away from it.
But I don't know. Do you think? I feel like there's got to be a line where
that's like when they try to open a coconut and then they say that it's fucking mush and orange water and shit. When in reality, when you open that fruit that they tried to do, it's full of seeds. There's nothing in there. So what they did is they switched it for a twig that can pull out this powder and made it more realistic. You feel me? That's one thing I noticed. He wants to be as real as possible, while still having it being Lion King. And I like it. I dig it. Think about it. I'm a super fan.
I know, right? And you're not disappointed, which is a good sign. I'm partially worried, and I hope they manage to do something with that because I feel like if you're too stringent about the realism, you can lose some of the expressionism that made the original great kind of thing,
Again, I'm not worried about it. Again, the Jungle Book's a perfect example and all that, so.
Yeah. Jungle Book did really great. It really did.
So,
and if the voice acting keeps it going, then you'll have enough variety in the tones to where you can kind of pick up on the what do you call it? The tone anyways, which will be good.
And even then, look, going back to the color pattern.
Sure.
Look at how the other lionesses are, and and this is when everything's barren.
Oh yeah.
But they're still lighter than him.
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
See? So it's giving that realistic feel, and that's why I'm happy with it.
Good.
You're being as realistic as you possibly can.
Yeah, man.
Giving it's a Disney movie, that's all CGI.
Right. And on the other plus side, 2 days before your birthday. July 19th, man. All right. How about that shit?
Oh, I'm going to 18th.
Right? Right, get that midnight premiere. Right.
And if there's one earlier than that, I'm going to the early.
All right.
I'll see this bitch in the movie theaters twice.
Hell, okay. All right. So final thoughts there, brother. Oh, I think you pretty much said it. I'll go see the son of a bitch twice. All right, but in the meantime, guys.
Take my money!
Brush that dust off your shoulders.
If you want, send me an exclusive copy. Disney, what up?
Man? How you doing? Good to see you. Brush that dust off your shoulders. Brush that dust off that beautiful ass subscribe button. If you really like what we do here, comment, ring that bell, and drop us a tip on Patreon. Watch for the dust fall in these spiraling credits, and we will see you guys in the next video. LA, peace. Oh, we away. Oh, we away. We away. We away.